And we are live. Welcome, brothers, to another show. Hope all is well on this beautiful Friday today. We have a very good topic today as far as what country has the most economic opportunities for black men. But first and foremost, I want to welcome all the returning members to the private Facebook group. Hold on, let me go ahead and throw that up there real quick. Shout out to the chat. Fellas, as most of you probably already know, the group was disabled at like around 8,000 members. So we have the backup group right now, Blackmentravels 2.0 Facebook group. We just went private yesterday, and we got about 1,100 members. So all the new members or all the returning members, man, I want to give you a shout out. Appreciate you guys rejoining the group. So we are out here in Medellin. Also, I have a surprise for you guys. I'm a post later on in the stream once we get some more guys in the room. You guys are really gonna like the surprise I got for you guys, man. It's a good look for the entire brotherhood. So I'm gonna tell you guys that a little later on in the stream. Let me highlight the chat, and we're gonna get to flowing. Shout out to the observer Melanin. Shout out to you, brother. Appreciate you joining the show. We got GC says, "Let's get it." What's good, brother? What's good? We got Gary Oliver early in the room. Hello, brother. How's everything going? Also, brothers, we do have an Instagram page now. Let me go ahead and put that Instagram page up for you guys so you guys can join the Instagram page. Here we go. The Blackmentravels Instagram page. Citizen Lou, I'm going to have you on the show in a little minute, man. Shout out to my brother Citizen Lou in the building. He says salute. Dashim South Jersey. We'll go over that in a minute, brother. He says, what's your favorite food to eat in Colombia? We got SYSBM in the building. Trader NB. What's good, brother? What's happening with you? Brother, I didn't see that post. I didn't see that, bro. He said he tried to promote a mobile barber service in DR. Didn't approve it. Not sure why, bro. I didn't see that post. But yeah, we here, man. We are here. We're going to go over a section called In Case You Missed It, because a lot of brothers are still asking me questions about Colombia. I know I had briefly talked about, some Colombia updates yesterday, but I'm going to go ahead and do a little recap for brothers that might have missed the show or might have came into the show a little late. So currently, right now, if you're trying to fly to Colombia, there is no PCR test required, okay, guys, which is a major plus, because if you came here when the PCR test you needed, it was a major headache. Sometimes they wouldn't come back in time. Sometimes they would even stop you at the airport and question your test and all that good stuff. So right now, there is no PCR test needed, man, which is a great thing. Also, June 8th, which is Tuesday. I don't know what I picked it on a Tuesday. The country of Colombia will be wide open. That means no curfews, no restrictions, no toque de queda, which means you have to show your ID to enter the stores on certain dates. The country will be wide open. So in my opinion, I think they did this because I've heard that the COVID cases are, starting to tail off and drop. A lot of people are getting the vaccines out here. But for the most part, because of the protests, I think they decided to go ahead and open the country up so people can party a little bit more and keep them, inebriated. We know how these societies and these governments work, right? So, that was a strategic thing that I think the president and government did to go ahead and kind of quail some of the protests down by reopening up the country. So right now, man, Colombia is wide open. And it was a nice little, I think it was a big soccer game yesterday. I believe Colombia won, but I looked at the score, they won. The streets were wide open. They were vibrant. And it's starting to build back up. So I'm anticipating next weekend will be a great weekend for you guys to come out here, man. You're going to love it. The streets will be packed. The energy will be great. I will still stick to Poblado area right now. I believe Cartagena is fine too. But if you're flying into Cartagena or to Medellin, I think everything will be, okay with you, because for the most part, most of the protests are in strategic areas where they're blocking off roads to like ports and certain important roads and stuff like that. So for the most part, the tourist areas are going to be okay. Shout out to my brother Travis Tolliver. If you want to come on, brother, come on. I'm gonna drop a link in the chat soon once I go over everything. Citizen Lou says, fire, no PCR tests. You know what? I think Brazil, because they were not on lockdown for a while, maybe some of the COVID cases might have spiked back up. So the best spot to go right now. But I did see some brothers in the group trip out there not too long ago. I'm not sure what the requirements are. I still don't think you can fly from Colombia to Brazil or Brazil to Colombia without even getting like a yellow fever shot or something like that. But right now, as far as the updates, and in my next shows, I'm gonna cover some topics in Thailand, Brazil, Colombia, and DR, because I know a lot of brothers, that they travel within that little triangle there a little bit. So I'm gonna touch on some news with all those countries. But right now, I'm just specifically speaking on Colombia. Okay, guys. Brothers, I also want to give you a shout out, man, for all the brothers that's been purchasing the BMT t-shirts. Man, I see brothers in Colombia with them on. I see brothers in the DR with them on. I see a few brothers even in Brazil with them on, man. So we really appreciate that. The merch sales, the super chats, all the support of the movement is going to what I'm going to show you guys later on in the stream. Some of you cats already know. If you're in the Facebook group, you already know what I'm talking about. But this is a very good look for the movement. What we have going on in Medellin, and this is just a start, right? Because you need a medium point besides, somebody's Airbnb or an apartment or a restaurant or a lounge or something like that. I'm not gonna give you all the details yet. I'm gonna wait till a few more guys get in the room. We got 43 in the room. I'm gonna wait till a few more guys come on in. Then we're gonna go ahead and show you a little video of what we got going on in Medellin. I'm telling you, it's a good look for the movement, man. And I really appreciate all the support that you brothers have been doing, man, because the more you support this movement, the better look it is for all of us. You know what I mean? Because believe it or not, there are some economic opportunities overseas, okay, for you guys, all right? And we're going to chop it up about that. So, guys, we got 46 in the room. Do me a favor. Hit that like button for your boy, all right? Also, real quick, bro, we're going to have a special show, right? We're going to have an open panel show. I think we're going to get Bitcoin Bobby. We're going to get Kev, Citizen Lou. We're going to do a big show, man. When I hit 10,000 subscribers, we at 9,950 right now. So if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe, man. We're 50 away from the big 10K. And we're going to do like a live show when we reach that 10K mark, man. It's going to be good, man, because I know a lot of you guys might have been following me maybe recently, but, I started this YouTube channel a couple of years ago, and it took a while to get the movement. I had to find the style of the channel I wanted, the type of content that I wanted to give to the brothers, because I know a lot of brothers wanted to learn more information about traveling, man, and that's the importance. Now, when I called it Blackmentravels, I knew that it wasn't going to be a channel that was going to grow fast, right? Because if it's Blackmentravels, it's particularly going to be mostly the majority of black men watching the show. If I would have named it something else, it might be at 30, 40,000 subscribers. But the movement is more important, man, because I know a lot of brothers need this information, man. This is food for the soul. When you discuss, conversations like the conversation we having just today about economic opportunities overseas, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop a link in the chat. Yes, Tony Smith, the Facebook page is back up. Okay. Guys, come on in the room. We're going to chop it up. I want you guys' opinions. Hey, now, guys, pre-warning. Everybody's going to have a different opinion. Brothers going to talk about Africa. Brothers going to talk about Latin America. You're going to have some brothers that talk about America. But let's keep it respectful. No cursing, man, because, they always watching us, looking at us. And we want to keep the video, fully monetized, man. So try to codify your words. Some of you guys are passionate in what you're saying. But try to keep it clean for your boy, man, so we can make sure everything is kosher. Because like I said, anytime you name something black men in the topic or the title, you're going to get them binoculars on you, right? So I just dropped the link in the chat, fellas. We're going to chop it up today. While people come on in the room and hit the I'm going to go ahead and tell you my personal opinion on this topic. I know that America is the big capitalistic figurehead. It's great to make money. You have access to financing, and with that financial structure, it's not necessarily a race thing. They look at you on paper as far as, how good your credit score and all that good stuff, man. So it's a lot of opportunities. The jobs pay, some of these jobs in America pay well. You can go to a lot of trade schools now. So don't get me wrong when I say this, it is a lot of economic opportunity in America. Don't take that for granted. But business wise, man, there are opportunities overseas as well. For instance, in South America, in Colombia, and particularly, you can start a business out here. I understand that your money multiplies when you go overseas, man. So some people would say, make your money in North America, live in South America. I saw one brother who mentioned that in the Facebook group. And the real estate game here. Okay, you can buy apartments for 35, 40,000. You can cash them out. They're taking it, and you will always have somewhere to rest your head without somebody coming to grab it. There's no property taxes out here, anything like that. So one-time payment. I'm not sure if any other fees associated with it, but you can definitely buy an apartment and buy land in South America for a very, very good price. Let me go ahead and get some guys on up on the panel. What's up, brother? Citizen Lou, what's going on, brother?
Yo, what's up, Aaron?
How's everything with you, brother?
Man, it's going good. Another day in paradise.
There you go. That's what's up. Let me get my guy Randall on the stream. Hey, Randall, what's going on, brother?
Hey, what's going on, man? Just want to hit you up while I'm working.
Okay. You got your mic good today.
Yeah, I was in a bad spot in Georgia. Bad signal yesterday. Sorry about that.
What part of Georgia are you in?
I was up in Hinesville, right near Fort Stewart, delivering food.
Okay. Hinesville. I'm trying to think where Hinesville at.
It's up there near Savannah.
Oh, okay. That's more like South Georgia. I got you.
Yeah, I'm out of Jacksonville. I just deliver food to different spots and stuff.
Okay, food distribution. I got you.
Okay. I just want to sit back and say, man, but I like to think this platform changes people's lives. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for having somewhere where I can actually exchange ideas with like-minded brothers about investing, about traveling. It's hard to talk to a lot of brothers here in the Matrix because they on that programming tip. You can't reach them. They don't want to shake it.
Mm-hmm. That's very, very true, man. You can even see that in the Black Manster with some YouTube channels. Like some YouTubers don't even want me on their platform, man, because I'm actually offering a solution. But some guys just want to, complain all day about, the woe is me aspect of it. Paralysis by analysis. And, this movement is all about progression, man. It's all about solving our problems, bro. Coming together and solving our problems.
And you're right. You're definitely right. It's some brothers just can't leave those lovely ladies alone, man. I'm good. I just don't talk to them. I'm just here to work. It's my investment. That's it. That's all I do. I'm about to shoot out of here on a vacation in another week or so. I'm going back down to Caparete and just chill on the beach and drink rum and smoke cigars and relax, man.
Man, you need that in your life, man. I was just in Cabarete about a month ago. I think not a month ago. Yeah, I was out there in Cabarete, man. Cabarete is real nice and laid back.
The bad thing is I'm not getting my BMT shirt in time. It's going to show up shortly after I leave. So I won't be able to post any pictures. So.
Oh, man, that's messed up, brother. That would have been nice, though.
Get back to work. So I just want to sit back and say that. But, hey, I appreciate everything you guys are doing. Hey, keep it going. Let me know when that app starts up.
That's already, brother. We'll do. Appreciate you coming on.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right, now. Citizen Lou, what's good, brother?
What's up, Aaron? What's up, man? I love these streams, man. These I got like Randall was saying, man. I wish I had this platform when I was starting the game early, but we got it now. Mm-hmm. So to the topic, right? What country? Mm-hmm. You want to go ahead and swing into that, bro?
Yeah. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Okay, so this was an interesting topic in the Facebook group. So here's my philosophy, right? Like you have to define what build means to me. Like you can build a business and it doesn't necessarily have to be in America or South America or Africa or Japan. I just think that because like if you're a Black American, you speak English, you have your skill, you still have your skill set, so you can start a business anywhere, and you can still operate in America.
Very true.
Like you could be in Colombia and have like a landing page. Let's say you have a store or whatever, that you, let's say you build, I don't know, like build websites, right? You could have a landing page and just send them to Miami or send them to Texas, and you can still operate in America, but you living in South America. I believe somebody said that, right? Live in South America, build in work in North America.
Work in North America, live in South America.
Right. Now for sure though, if you're talking about working a job, America hands down. I mean, that's not
all day.
Yeah, it's not, it's not even a discussion. But we're talking about like entrepreneurial. I mean, I definitely think it'd be better to step outside of America because you still have access to the dollar. They just printed off what they said last year, 10% of all the USD currency was printed off last year. So there's more liquidity than ever. So USD is not hard to come by. You see what I'm saying? So I definitely I just don't think it has to be like yesterday that dudes in the chat talking about, so we got to go to Africa. We hate ourselves. It's like, bro, you could go to Africa. You could do whatever you want.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's just that.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, man. You go to Brazil, the DR, Mexico. I mean, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna wrap it up. I know this guy. I was in the military with him, and he went to Japan. And he was actually in North Carolina, I think, at first selling shoes. And he said, well, nobody rock with his shoes. But he went to Japan, bro. He's been out there like 9 years, bro, doing it, selling Yeezys for like $800 to them Japanese kids. So I mean,
tell me about that.
Remember I'll tell you about that story? Yeah, like bro, he out there doing it, like for real. So, man, that's pretty much what I got to say about that.
Yeah, man, you're absolutely right. When I was mentioning like economic opportunities, I was really talking about more so on the entrepreneurship side, because it's a given that America, you're gonna get paid good, especially if you have a trade or something that you do specifically well. But the price of living, it's like you give it right back to you know what I'm saying, like the taxation. But as far as economic opportunities, I was specifically talking about just starting a business or investing in land or real estate. For the most part. And I do believe that, man, that American dollar goes far. And you know what? It's funny, man, because everybody else is doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like the Asians are doing it in the Dominican Republic. They're doing it in Africa. I talked to a guy yesterday, and he was like, man, the Chinese have pretty much took over Africa. And I'm like, how is that possible? Like, how is that possible? There's a billion Africans in Africa. Why are they have all the resources already there? Why are you allowing somebody from that? And then when we hear this as African Americans, we already know the game because we got racism 2.0 in America. So it's just like, yeah, we already know, like, yo, that's not a good look. You want us to come back, but you're not offering African Americans anything in particular than any other country. You see what I'm saying? So when brothers come in and say, Africa, you guys hate yourselves, you guys should just go to Africa. What is Africa offering us that no other country is offering us?
And then this is what I don't like, Aaron. When you tell them about negative stories about black men in Africa, they like, oh well, shut up, man. You just you just hate yourself. I'm like, bro, I'm giving y'all like a legit thing where people have said that when they went to Africa, they said it was hard to set up a business, it was hard to get a house. I said, and they was out there trying to scam them left and right. It's just like, come on, bro, like just call it what it is.
And like I said, we know people have done businesses. I see, O'Shea's channel. Shout out to O'Shea, Duke Jackson with his King Gun channel. I see African Americans moving a certain way over there. Some of them got hotels, but you can do the same thing. I got a homeboy that has a hotel in La Reles. He has 2 clubs. He has a hotel here in Colombia. So the opportunities are vast wherever you decide to set your stones. And you made a good point. You also made a very good point about you said the best country was, I think you said the internet, right?
Yeah, the best country is the internet. Because nobody knows. Space. Yeah, exactly. It's vast, it's wide open, and for the most part, nobody knows what you look like. You can have a Shopify store, you can have a software. There's a software. So I'm gonna let the brothers got on the panel. I'm passing to him. There's a software. It's like an appointment. I can't think of the name. I haven't used it, but it's like an appointment setup software. They like based out in Atlanta. It's owned by black people. It's owned by a black guy, and it's pretty like it's up there in like the appointment setting software or whatever stuff like that. So, I mean, like I said, I think the internet is just. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Hey, bro, you good? But you
That no music. That's you, brother.
Oh, my bad, man. I gotta put myself on mute. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay. How's everything, man? Go. What you got to say?
Yeah. I think as you guys are right. Making money in the U.S. is the easiest. I mean, I'm an immigrant, so I have proof. I'm a living proof. It's easy to make money in the U.S. and I agree the internet is the best place. But I feel like the best place entrepreneurial for Black people to go to and make money is a country that you're comfortable with. Stop limiting yourself to a certain country. The world is ours, man. Like I said, I always say, Black people, we have superpowers outside the U.S. People, everybody want to be us, but don't want to be us. It's just, it is what it is. You know? So, I mean, personally, man, I've never had a problem setting up shop or I mean, doing things outside the U.S. It's become very easy and everyone's like curious about Black culture in the U.S. So I feel like you'll automatically just win people over right from jump, you know?
Yeah, man. And what country are you from, if you don't mind me asking, brother?
I'm from Jamaica.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
And you absolutely right, man. I went to a hip hop station down in you know where Provenza is at, right, Citizen Luke?
Yeah.
I went to it's called a Mad Radio, and they're playing hip hop, and these Colombians are rapping like they sound like they from the Bronx in New York, you know?
Yeah, thanks.
I mean, they spitting lyrics, and they go from English to Spanish, and I'm just sitting back like, yo, this is dope.
I had the same experience in
Lava.
Lava.
They got soul and rhythm, so it's not forced. Like they just flow with it. You know, we sitting back like, yo, this is dope. And so you're absolutely right, man. They do love Black American culture, you know?
Yeah, I had the same experience in Lapa. It was on a Saturday night and they started playing hip hop, and it was like, oh, I was like, wow, they really love us. I knew they liked us in Europe. Bro. Yeah,
it's just amazing. You like, yo, because you hear more of course you hear a lot of reggaeton here. Yeah. But bro, you hear a lot of hip hop in Colombia. You know, the DR, like everywhere you go, you hearing hip hop, man. It's amazing. They love it. They love it, bro.
Yeah, man.
You got guys in the street, especially the Venezuelans, right, Citizen Lou? They pull up the microphone on the radio and flowing. You be like, yo, and Lou be out there. You start kicking it with him, dancing with him. I'm like, we're gonna be out here for the next 10 minutes. Lou will start doing the dance when they dance real fast. Yeah, man.
That's what. Go ahead, bro.
No, I feel like the big problem is that in the U.S., they try to market every country as somewhere bad. You know, they try to mask everybody, not only Black, but just everybody in general, saying, "Oh, this country's bad. It's safer in the U.S." Meanwhile, we got Chicago, right, and Baltimore. So I mean, once you remove that mask and actually see, like, oh, you can make it out here, and as long as I got USD, the sky's the limit. It's just how to convince people to do so, you know.
You know what? I don't think some people understand what that means when you say like the American dollar in comparison to like the Colombian peso or something like that. Like, you know, when you tell somebody, hey man, your money automatically multiplies by 5 when you get out here, it's like it just brushes over their head because they really not really getting what you're telling them. You know, like all your bills are cut sometimes by 3 times when you move to South America, bro. So if you're making your money online, you're making American, you know, USD. That goes a long way. $1,000 goes out here. It goes way further than it does in the States. I had breakfast with one guy yesterday, and he was like, "Man, you think I'm gonna be okay if I move out here on a $6,000 a month income?" I'm like, "Yes, bro."
How much?
$6,000 a month.
Well, oh my God.
I'm like, bro,
you living lavish.
Boy, you living like a god.
Yeah, and he just still kind of like a little shaken back by like he don't really believe it. I'm like, bro, $6 you can make it out here with $1,000 a month if you really just buckle down, because the average income is what, $300-400 a month out here.
Yeah, you know, I finally cracked into a couple people's heads with like the whole concept of living in Brazil, because the last time I went to Brazil, I went to this it was a one-night festival, and I was telling my guys, I'm like, yo, I went to this festival. It was from 10 to 8 in the morning. I was in VIP. I had access to the most beautiful woman, and it was open bar all night. Open bar up until 8 in the morning. It was $75 US. You're not finding that here. And people's like, wait a minute. Open bar from Sunday, $75? I'm like, yes, it's down there, man. It's down there. That just give you an idea. Like, how much you think that would cost you in the US? You're looking at maybe $1,000. Maybe $1,000. Open bar at a concert? So, I mean, sheesh.
Yeah.
It is what it is, though, you know. Some people want to jump on it, some people don't.
I was gonna say something too, real quick, bro. I was kind of paying attention to the chat a little bit. So, you know, there was this singer. I can't remember her name, but she was in America and nobody rocked with her, right? She spoke Spanish, but when she went to Mexico, she became the #1 pop singer in Mexico, right? So sometimes, bro, it's like I'm noticing people saying like, "Oh, y'all talking about building another country?" Okay, dude, check this out. People have money in these countries. Just because like the majority of people might be poor doesn't mean there's no money here. Like the app Rappi, they got like $200 million from Silicon Valley, and they only operate in Latin America. They're like $1 billion app company right now. So my whole thing is, man, we have to like just open our minds to certain things. Like I'm not talking about getting a job. Anybody talking about getting a job? You know, when immigrants come here, they're not talking about getting a job. What do? They set up hot dog stands, start cutting grass, doing nails.
Good point, bro. Man, I wish I had like a sound effect, like a bomb or something.
Yeah, like, bro, totally just delete that whole like getting jobs, bro. I'm talking about building businesses and entrepreneurship. We have a unique situation as black men, bro. We have a culture, we have our own culture, our own swag. I mean, shit, I feel like anything we sell is gonna sell for the most part if we got good customer service and it's you know proper. Like I was telling you about the shoes. I mean, and I remember I was reading something about the Africans in China. They're doing a import-export thing. And them boys walking around with like 20K in their bags, just doing it. So that if they can do that in China, you know what I'm saying? I know imagine what we could do.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Back on what you said with the Spanish singer. That's
Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know? I can't remember her name. Somebody was telling me about it.
I may have known. I'm sorry.
Because sometimes you gotta just change your location. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like what you were saying with that, we have that in our black culture. Blues, jazz music, Jimi Hendrix, where they all went to England, and they blew up, came back right over here.
Good point, bro. Good point. Just like I told you, Aaron, that Canadian dude, he was a rapper. He was like horrible in Canada, and he moved to China and learned Mandarin. He was like the #1 Chinese rapper in China or something. See, it's stuff like that, bro. You know, you just don't know what you could do if you just open your mind.
Yeah, personally, I'm trying to do the same thing. I'm a house DJ. I'm like, you know, I might have to make the move to Europe, or I've been really looking at Brazil, and it's a strong fan base for that type of music. So I'm like, Brazil is gonna be the spot for me,
bro. Facts.
Yeah,
man. I absolutely love Brazil, man. Shout out to Ja King in the building. What's up, my brother Ja? We hung out in Colombia and the DR actually, man. He's gonna be pulling up on me on Monday, man. So yeah, most definitely. But Cicely, you make a really, really good point, man. When immigrants come to America, they go straight for the entrepreneurship.
Straight to it, bro.
Like, not even a doubt. They do not work for us at all.
Yes, we do.
He's Jamaican. Yeah.
Like you would think that the way it would be set up is you come into America, learn the language, learn the culture a little bit. Then you might get some opportunities further down the line. But especially in Atlanta, man, you pull up at a brand new hotel. And they're the Arabs, they don't even speak English. You be like, bro, how do you have a brand new hotel? You don't even speak English.
Yeah.
You gotta sit back and really start asking questions. See, the problem with a lot of us brothers, not particularly, in this movement, but brothers be thinking about silly stuff that really don't matter or affect them in a major way, right? Like thinking about celebrity news, what this guy said, what some ratchet chicks are doing. No, you got to pay attention to your environment. That's what men do. We should be going around our neighborhoods and be like, yo, brother, you ain't from here. Why do you have a business in my neighborhood that I grew up in? That's the main issue that black men should be having in America. We should be getting a lot of people up out of our neighborhoods, right? That are pulling the resources from it and don't bring any resources back because they don't feel like they have to. They're not from there. You know what I'm saying? You have more of a responsibility to improve your neighborhood that you grew up in, right? But how do you improve your neighborhood if you're working a 9 to 5? If you don't own a business? These little small gas stations that brothers be seeing, just driving by, these little small gas stations making $500,000 a year, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The little gas station in the hood you grew up in, you think they ain't making no money? No, they're making bread. They're making hella money. You know what I'm saying? I used to work in alcohol distribution in Atlanta. I know them cats have cash, bags of cash, paying for ice houses, cases of ice houses and stuff. So as they get into keeping us drunk and high, they making millions and going back to the Middle East and spending it.
Mm-hmm.
So why can't we do the same exact thing?
Exactly. You know what I think it is? I'll give you an example because I have a lot of family in Toronto. I'm sure they pretty much do it here too, but like a lot of the Indians, so when they come over to Toronto, you'll have like maybe 20 people living in a house. Mm-hmm. And they'll all work and pay off that house within like 5 years, no problem. Granted, a house in Toronto, you're looking at like 600,000. It's a cheap house. So nowadays, you're looking at like $1 million. Yeah, around $1 million for a house. It's just housing market went crazy. Nevertheless, they all build up the money together. And what I think is, it's not common here, but it's over there. They're used to having nothing. I mean, Jamaica, shit, man. People used to not having a lot. I mean, sheesh, having like and living in the country, having running water at one point was a luxury. You used to go down, get some water from the creek, and bring it up. So when you come up to the U.S., you're like, man, these guys got it easy. They just fit 20 people in the house, build up, pay a house off, rent it out, move up to the next one, start businesses. Everybody's money is pulled together, and I noticed this in just in the U.S. in general. People don't like to do that. It's like very, I can't say it's selfish, but everybody just want to be the king, Everybody just want to do it themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a community to build a kingdom, right?
That's facts.
Exactly.
I want to definitely touch on what you just highlighted, Aaron. Mm-hmm. We could sell weed. That is a good idea. We go to Brazil and wholesale weed.
One of my business partners is doing that right now, this very moment. That's exactly what he's doing.
Wholesaling weed
out of Brazil. That's a damn good idea.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing too. I remember when this whole Corona thing was popping off. There was I'm glad you said that, bro. We gotta have more. Think outside the box a little bit more. Like when Corona was popping off, I was reading about, they were saying like different countries for manufacturing because like people realizing we too dependent on China. So Brazil was one of those countries. Mexico was one of those countries. Pretty much the whole South America, Latin America. So that's another thing too. Get into production and manufacturing. I mean, you just never know unless you try it, right?
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Shout out to my girl D. She's in the building. She says, "What's up, bro? What's going on with your D?" She's out there in Cali, Colombia. Spanish teacher, man. If you guys in Cali, Colombia, make sure you look her up, man. She got a very dope tour service, and she speaks fluent English. I want to make this point right here. A guy made in the comment section said, "Anywhere is good if black people support each other. Their average Chinese gets rich in multiple countries in Africa because they stay on code." That's a good point.
That is true. There's 66. I think there's 66 million Chinese that live outside of China.
66 million?
Yeah, 66 million, and they sent back, I believe it was $20 billion to China in taxes every year.
Oh, so they still have to pay taxes to China?
Yes. They don't have to, but I think they do. I can't remember. I was watching the video because I know America we have to, but I think they do. Just I'm not sure. I'm not sure they have to, but I know they did. They sent back $20 billion.
That is amazing. That's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
it's pretty much.
it's only like 40. We like what 45 million African Americans in America.
Yeah, and then we only have like what 5 million expats that live outside of America.
You mean
Yeah,
5 million like in general Americans?
in general, all Americans. Yeah, all Americans.
What?
Yeah, like 5 million expats.
Wow.
And it's what 300. How many millions of people we have in America, brother? You know, like
330.
330 million people in America.
Yeah.
And 5 million overseas. And I wonder how many African Americans live overseas.
That's a good question.
Probably less than a million.
It's like, yeah, it's definitely less than a million.
Oh yeah, definitely. I wouldn't even say hundreds of thousands, less than 100,000.
You think it's less than 100,000?
I would probably.
It might be like 40,000, 50,000, something like that.
Yeah, I'm just
it
keeping it real.
Like yeah. Because most of the cats are going to be ex-military or like in tech that live overseas. So yeah,
exactly.
That's absolutely correct, man. That is amazing.
Because when Chinese do it, they go and buy like, land, and then it'd be like a restaurant to kind of keep them grounded.
Yeah.
Then they got like 8 people sleeping in the back of the kitchen.
Like I said, right? They have a bunch of people living in the house, and then they move on and do it again. Next thing you know, you got a whole community.
And you know the sad part. This is why I really don't like the matriarchy that we have set up in our black communities, man. The Asians, and this is not racist or anything like that, prejudice. I'm just telling the God honest truth. Because I was in distribution and they don't spend a dollar with us, bro. They don't spend a dollar with us, man. I think I did business with one Japanese guy, but he was really from Cali. And he opened up the store for me to put my products in his store. But for the most part, they won't spend a quarter with you, bro. Like that goes against they every belief. It's like pulling nails to try to get them to spend with any other culture besides their own, bro.
I believe it. I think somebody was saying the way China does it, how they do in Africa is like some parasitic stuff. Like they bring all their own people, they pay all them, and they don't hire anybody in Africa to help build that pipeline they building or whatever in Africa. You know what I'm talking about? It's like they're building some type of pipeline, and China imported all their own workers, and they didn't hire any Africans at all.
I think I've read an article, man, that I don't know if it was Nigeria or Ghana. And they said they had hired they fired the Chinese engineers and hired some African engineers, right? And they saving $3 million a year by doing that. $3 million US a year by just hiring other Africans. So I wish the brother that made that comment on the show yesterday would come on and be like, so he can explain to us, what's really going on in Africa. Because he was saying that, we had this self-hate thing that we should be in Africa.
The dude with the Black Panther photo.
I'm not sure what his photo was, but I really want but these guys will make these comments and they'll just throw the rock and hide their hand. They won't come on the show. I invited them to the show several times just to give us explanation of why you think brothers should only mess with Africa instead of other countries. But of course, he didn't come on the show.
Yeah,
man, mess with the country that fits you best. That's my thing.
He probably not even been to Africa.
I think he had like an African name. Like I said, I've actually heard that from quite a few people, especially when we do live in these chats. They're just coming through. Hey man, you guys hate yourselves. You just want to be around whites. And we like, yo, what are you talking about?
It's so funny. but they be living in America and be like, don't even, it's just whatever, man. That's crazy. Man.
I gravitate towards countries that have a similar culture to my own. So South America is perfect. I feel like everything's the same south of the border.
That's a good point, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like the dysfunction, right? You come
I know. I'm sorry. Hey, guilty.
I don't know what we would do in a conservative culture like that, man, because we're just so used to doing what we want to do.
Yeah.
In certain countries, you smoke weed or something, they'll lock you up for like life or something.
Yeah.
Shit, Thailand, I think they'll kill you.
Yeah, what?
Philippines.
What's the other country? It's in the Middle East, like Middle East Asia. I think Juicy J had made a mixtape about it.
Dubai?
No, not Dubai. Dang, I forgot it.
Morocco.
Man, it's Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka. Okay.
Yeah, Sri Lanka, bro.
Yeah. Sri Lanka. Yeah.
Like
all them South. Yeah, them
it's like the death penalty if you have anything on you. You know, even if you fail a drug test, you going to jail, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Wow.
in Singapore, if you spit on the ground, they beat you. They beat you with canes. And poles.
What? Oh yes, yeah. It is illegal to spit on the ground in Singapore. I do know that. I do know that.
Yeah. And I don't know if y'all guys watch. No, I know you watch it, Aaron. Nomad Capitalist.
I sure do.
He made a good point. He was talking about like Asia versus South America. He was like, when you're trying to get into Asia and get your citizenship, and everything, it's more about like how much wealth you have. But with South America, it's more about how much money you make. So
He's
I think
absolutely right, bro. He's absolutely right. Because
Yeah,
I've done my visa process, and they just want to see income.
right. And that's another thing too. So it's like you take that into consideration in the proximity to America if you decide on, going back and forth to America. I mean, this is the best place to be, in my opinion. South America.
Yeah. I mean, personally, I have family in Portugal, and Portugal is great as far as retirement. If you want to go there for retire,
I've seen a financial couple there in Portugal, and it seemed pretty nice.
Yeah, it's nice. I really like Portugal and Spain, man. Ideally, if I could live between Spain and Brazil, I will do that. But man, yeah, Spain is lovely. Don't sleep on that country. Topless beaches.
Oh man, some of these countries are crazy as hell, man. I can't even put that on the screen to one JPTV. Silly as hell. That is true.
Oh yes, I see that. Yeah, that is true. About the Dubai.
Oh yeah, Greg. Shout out to my brother Gregor. He makes a very good point, especially in Thailand. You better not talk about their king.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy? In America, you can talk about the president all day long. You go make memes, roast them, but in Thailand, you really got to see that action.
You know, us Americans are like a very conscious of our political structure. That's why they have to give us a little bit more than they give people in other countries, because we stay on it. Like, we stay on it, bro. Like, we be on their ass. We be suing. You know, we're gonna figure out a way to get our bread back from whatever problems that we're gonna have with the government, man. And they know that. We are very political astute and aware. And you see that more when you're traveling overseas and you see what they're going through. You really want to tell them, like, yo, what y'all doing ain't going to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing that for hundreds of years, brother. You know what I'm saying? So what y'all doing, in my opinion, 50 organized men goes much further than 1,000 protesters, bro. Because it takes an organization to combat an organization, bro. The power of organization. That's what these white people got on us more than anything else, because they are a minority in the world space, but they're organized. They're an organized minority.
Yeah, extremely. Yeah, and
organized, and we take that for granted. So that's how they keep their dominance by their organizations, bro. Like, CIA, FBI. I ain't gonna mention too many names, but you know what I mean. Like, where's our versions of that to combat what they're doing? They have think tanks. They look at the black community like something to just pull out of, resources out of all day, every day.
Like a farm.
Like a farm, bro. And guess who the cattle?
Yep.
Our black asses. Black men for the most part.
Yeah.
Black men for the most part, bro. We make more money than any other group, probably, through our talents and our what we do, man. Let me highlight these super chats real quick, and I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a surprise. We got 111 in the room. Shout out to Jason Phillips for the $20 super chat. I really appreciate that, brother. Shout out to Corey Green with the $5 super chat. He says, I'm in Hawaii, brothers. I love to get on and inform brothers about this place. Brother, I'm gonna go ahead and drop a link, man. If you want to come on the show, you can go ahead and come on the show. So yeah, brothers, got a surprise for you guys, man. I'm gonna go ahead and click on over. I know my brother Citizen Lou is already up to date on this, but let me go ahead and play this video for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and read the caption here. BMT FU Entertainment and Rob Rose offices coming soon. A place where brothers can have meetings and link up when they touch down in Medellin. Blackmentravels podcast coming soon. So let me go ahead and play the video. You guys can hear it, right?
No.
Okay.
No, I can't hear it, bro.
Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. Your post has been deleted. What is going on with that? Hold on. All right, here we go, fellas. And that's the office right there, guys. We're gonna have link up and have our meetings at. Shout out to my bro Jamal, my guy Eduardo. All right. I don't know why it's freezing like this. Hold on. All right, let me go. Facebook's so janky. Here we go, guys. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me close this out. Start this video. This is a little more detailed right here. All right, here we go.
Yeah, it's not on the screen, brother.
Oh, it's not on the screen?
Uh-uh.
Hold on.
There we go. Yeah, you good.
Well, let me start that over. Y'all didn't even see the first one. Hold on. Let me go back. All right, let me start that over. There you go.
Yeah, it's no audio either, brother.
Oh man, that sucks. Well, basically, I'm just showing.
That's
around
cool.
the
We can
office.
see it though.
Yeah,
We can see it though.
Facebook's so janky, but go ahead. So that's our office right there, fellas. We're gonna have a staff and everything, guys. You guys can come on in. If you first touchdown, you get the office up. You get your T-shirts. Get your tour guide. You store your luggage. That's our podcast studio right there.
It's nice, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm a fire.
And we're gonna keep on improvement. We're gonna paint and all that good stuff. This is just the beginning. So yeah, fellas, this is what we've been going to. Hold on, let me switch back over real quick.
It would have cost you an arm and a leg in the U.S.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Hold on.
Sheesh.
All right, here we go. Yeah, fellas, because what these guys do, what these other guys like the Asians and the Middle Eastern people do is as soon as they touch down in a new country, they go ahead and get an office and they start having their meetings, man. That way they can connect, they can figure out a way to get resources into the country, financing, and they start looking at different business deals. Because when you're handling business, man, you're talking to real estate investors and different things like that. You need an office. So this is just the first of many. We're gonna have a Blackmentravels office in Rio, in the DR. We're gonna have offices all around the world, basically. In Asia, when Asia open back up, where brothers can connect, have meetings, and we can handle some big business. So that's where your money's been going, guys. Appreciate you guys supporting the movement. Let me go ahead and get my brother Vanguard on the channel. What's going on, brother? You're on mute right now.
What's going on, gents? What's going on?
How's everything with you?
Man, chilling, bro.
This is Corey. I just changed my display name, but yeah, I just want to let you guys know. So basically, like I'm out here in Hawaii. I'm in the IT field, obviously, and like what I noticed from my experience is that because when you're in a place like this, you assume it's going to be exotic, it's going to be a little bit different, it's going to be more palatable to black men, and it is, but it's like a certain type of black dude. And I noticed that they're looking for either like simps or like straight hood dudes, which is really just another form of a simp, right? But the thing is, over here, there's money to be made in terms of real estate. Apartments are big right now. I'm in the process of actually locking down 1 or 2 right now myself. And they're like, this is in the Waikiki area, so there's definitely money to be made if you're looking to get into real estate out here. But as far as being out here and trying to live and making this your home base, I wouldn't say for brothers to do that. It's extremely expensive. And again, with all the stuff that's going on with the Asians and all that type of stuff, especially like the Japanese, they don't like us out here for the most part,
Wow, that's crazy.
And I was kind of, because I was obviously under the assumption, okay, well, the Hawaiian, the native Hawaiians and some of the Polynesians, they're cool peoples. But for the most part, it's definitely an anti-Black culture out here. And I know this is random, but I'm just letting brothers know who might come here expecting something and find out it's something entirely different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had no idea about that, bro. I'm not really familiar with Hawaii like that.
Well, because Hawaii is still pretty much America, right?
Yeah, they're dominated. They're dominated by white people here in every way. And then not only that, but like it's basically like how the Chinese colonized Africa. That's going on too with the Japanese and the Chinese. So all these people with anti-Black cultures have come here, and it's basically amalgamated into a huge, anti-Black culture. I mean, because I've been all over the island, the west side, the east side, wherever you go, and really, like I know because I'm from the East Coast, and really to me, it's way more blatant here than it is anywhere else I've ever been in America, which was insane,
Mm-hmm. That is amazing to me when I go to a country because the DR have its issues too with colorism and racism. But what's funny is when you're looking at a people that's been colonized, and they identify with their enemies more than other races of people who had nothing to do with it. So it's just amazing to me they would be anti-Black.
What did Black
anti-white?
Yeah, Black people never really did anything.
No, we didn't.
To Asia at all.
We traded with them, actually. We traded with all the islanders and everything. We traded gold tip spears with them and, put them on game. And that's strange. Let me,
because Corey, you said that you said Japan has like an anti-Black culture. Have you seen that? There's this YouTube channel about Black in Japan. And they kind of said something a bit. There was like a guy, he was living in Japan for like 40 years, and he said it was kind of the opposite. He said like Asia love Black people, and they said they see masculinity in Black men, so the children look up to us. And there's never been any type of like colonization, and they never like enslaved us over there like that. So he said it was kind of like it wasn't anti-Black, but I will say this though, brother. I'm not discrediting what you said because when I was in Japan, they were racist. You see what I'm saying? So I see what you're saying too, but I'm just trying to figure out.
See, for him to,
you see what I'm saying?
Been living there for 40. Yeah, so basically, like there's been a reemergence of anti-Blackness, especially with the advent of this whole BLM thing and a lot of that controlled opposition type of stuff. So like just like with Japan, like how they're saying, for the Olympics, we don't want to see any BLM, propaganda or whatever. You know what I mean? It's stuff like that where people are more people. So him living there 4 years, he knows a bunch of people. He's living a lifestyle that maybe wouldn't be the same as if me or you just moved to Japan and worked. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He's been there for a certain amount of time, so he has a certain amount of social connections and social wealth and all that type of social currency rather. Whereas somebody like me who just moved to Japan and just working is going to be a totally different experience. You know what I mean? So obviously, having a network matters and stuff like that. But again, from what I've noticed from the Japanese people that are here, they don't like Black people.
You know why?
I couldn't tell you, honestly.
Because the media advertise Black people that way. Bad people.
See, I used to believe that, but like, if I'm in a military uniform or if I'm just a regular dude, there's really no excuse to be on some BS. You know what I mean? And I get the whole media thing, but we have the internet and we're more interconnected than we've ever been in the history of the globe. So I don't even like, because I've heard that too from like the younger people here. And I always push back on that because it just doesn't make sense. Like, because they got Jordans, they got, they love the culture and all that, the hip hop culture, which is obviously one part of our culture. But if you like that, how do you then turn around and hate those same people who you're emulating? That to me just doesn't make sense.
It's ingrained. My experience with racism in Europe has been, I looked at racism very different once I went to Europe. So I went there and I was treated a certain way, not so much in Spain, but just other countries. But the thing is, they'll be racist to you, but their racism is based on non-exposure. They don't have first-hand exposure,
right?
Simply because in that country, how many black people really live in Japan? Not that many. Probably like 2,000. Right. So like
99% military.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and I would say the dynamic is definitely different out here because again, like the white, it's like they basically what it is they have an adoration for white people out here, right? And that comes in order to do that, you gotta hate black for whatever reason. You know what I mean? So maybe I can't speak about Japan as a whole. Maybe that'd be ignorant of me to speak about Japan as a whole. But definitely out here, they're not fans of us. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah, you're fine. No, you're fine. I'm just saying, like over there, they don't have a lot of exposure to black people in general. All they see is what they see.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say this: if majority of black people you see are in the military, that will kind of jade you.
Yes.
But I'm not making excuses for it because they do depict black people all messed up in the animes, and white people be looking like gods in the animes. So so I definitely agree with you, brother.
Well, no, my thing is like because
push back.
No, y'all are right about like black people in the military. Like the military, people in the military are some of the worst people. No disrespect. You know,
no.
People in the military, you're right, some of the most ignorant people that you'll ever come across. You know, and that's regardless of race. It's a very ignorant melting pot of ignorant people. But you know, like overall though, like because I've been to Europe. I've been to Sofia, Bulgaria. I've been to various places, London. And my experience there has always been more positive than it's been anywhere in America.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because they're curious. I always said racism in Europe is based on curiosity and non-exposure. They don't know what you're about. They just want to know, and then once they figure out, oh, this dude good. Oh, they accept you like family. And you're right, they bring you in faster than people in the U.S. It's kind of crazy, but it's just what the culture is. I truly do appreciate it. But yeah, the military, man, they go rape and pillage the girls. Of course, they go hate black people over there or hate military personnel in general.
and that's why I never really gave my real review on Japan because I was in the military and I felt like maybe if I go as a tourist like now, it could, it might change my experience. I might have to go back.
So let me ask you this: when you say it's racism in Japan, like what are they really doing? Is it nasty looks or?
I'm gonna tell you what it was. So we were trying to go into like the little clubs and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And they kept doing their hands like this. I'm gonna show you. They kept doing their hands like this, and they were saying no Kaichi Jojin. No, it's like it means like no foreigner. I can't remember the specific name. They did that. Me and my homeboy, they did that to the entire strip. We couldn't get any club,
and it'll be a hip hop club too.
Yeah, it was like 20 clubs, bro.
And it'll be, but the thing is,
but they let the white. That's what I'm asking. They let the white guys in though.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you this. Now this is a funny story, right? Man. So this is what they do. This is what they did to us, right? So you go in and you try to meet a chick or whatever, massage parlor, right? So they give you the same chick, right? You and your homeboy the same chick. Y'all don't know it. So we have some wild stuff, and we seen how ugly she was. We like, man, bro, we out, bro. So we left, and they gave us our money back. And this white dude we knew, they made him bow down to them, and they threw the money on top of his head. So that's what I'm saying. So I don't know. I can't say like they just hate black people. I just think it might be an anti-foreigner thing altogether. It might not be just black. So that's what
they made him bow and threw the money on his head.
They made him bow.
That's crazy. See, stuff like that will make a laid back cat like me snap, bro. Like, what? Oh no, bro. Oh no. First of all, I'm not bowing down. I'm not gonna bow down regardless. So
yeah, they didn't do it to us, the black dude. They did it to the white dude. So I'm like, that's what I'm saying, man. Is it a foreigner thing or that's why I don't know, man.
Dang. That's a disrespectful.
So hold on. Let me play devil's advocate here, then, fellas, because you're saying that Asia is racist, Hawaii is racist. This would be a talking point for brothers talking about going back to Africa if this is the case.
Well, that's what I told you. I'm of the South American, Latin American vibe. when you kind of cross the Atlantic Ocean, I think things get a lot different.
Mm-hmm. They really do.
You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm kind of on this side of the hemisphere, in my opinion. Because Asian,
when you look at the Africans and how they conduct themselves in America, like they have personally, I've always looked at it like this. There's a certain level of jealousy that they have, or envy, or whatever the case may be. And this is no disrespect to any of the African brothers that may be in the chat, but they definitely have an anti-Black American culture for sure.
I mean, let's just be real. They don't really rock with us, bro.
They don't. Man.
They really don't rock with us like that.
Yeah, I've had. And see, that's the problem with like pan-Africanism. It's very limited in that it doesn't acknowledge the fact that many Africans don't like us. You know,
they won't talk about that though. They're not gonna bring that up. Dr. Umar's are not gonna bring that up.
But Umar, he's a simp in general, so he's he's irrelevant.
Right.
You know, but so because like when you look at how they conduct business, and really there was an interview that Obama did. He was like, yeah, Africans tend to look at Black Americans like Mzungus, like white people. But I'm like, wait a minute, you guys are the ones who got, and Tariq spoke about this too. You guys got white Jesus statues, you guys got queso, you guys come in here, you guys are running the leg with white.
That's the most embarrassing thing. When I see stuff like that, that's the most embarrassing thing I ever seen in my life, bro.
Yeah, I mean, basically, like, and then they send their kids to England for education. They got all the latest French and Italian fashions on. They've done nothing to build up their own countries, and then they come here and they look down on us like that. To me, just it don't make sense. And again, this is obviously doesn't apply to everybody because I've had some great experiences in African women. Don't get me wrong. But,
no, you just speaking facts, bro. You don't have to be apologetic about the truth.
Yeah, this whole idea of we're one Black race and all this type of stuff. You know, I don't subscribe to that anymore. Just based off of like how they operate when they get here. You know, it's weird.
Yeah, you know what's funny, bro? There's a YouTuber, I ain't gonna say his name, but he went to Africa and he was talking about essentially what he said was like they'll do you worse than a white man in Africa.
Right.
So I'm just trying to figure out like why all this smoke? Because there was this dude, he was in Brazil and he was talking about that. He got mad about African Americans. He was like, "Do you know what they say about you? Do you know what they say behind your back?" He was doing all that stuff. African Americans, why do not like you? Why do not like you at all?
I had to do the voice, man.
I think Luke from Nigeria or something. Luke, you sound really African, bro.
That's how he does it. They do not like you at all. And I was like, damn, I'm mad, you know, like. Cause I was trying to ask him about like Brazil and stuff, and he was just going crazy and talking about. So that's what I'm saying. That's a part they don't want to bring up, man. He said like they plot on us, and when y'all come to Africa, they plotting on you and ready to scam. I'm like, this what he's saying. So I'm trying to.
Did they scam like 30 African Americans about housing out there?
Like that whole.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, that whole Ghana return home or whatever. That was like a giant scam. You know what I mean?
Oh man, don't tell me that, man.
It was people here who like, yeah, it was like because like they were charging like 5,000 to 10,000. First of all, like our average person doesn't.
Wow. You just cut off. Yeah.
You just basically want to get your money in stores, you know.
Hey,
and the thing was with Africa, especially like places like Nigeria, which is supposedly the #1 economy in Africa, you have to know people. Like I can't just walk up to somebody and say, "Hey man, let's do this. I have this amount of money." They want to do things a certain way that's not really productive. But if you're Asian or whatever the case may be, they'll do business. Always muted.
Yeah, I had music. I heard some background noise. I didn't know if it was you or not. But go ahead, brother.
Oh, my bad. I'm actually leaving for work right now. It's 6:00 on my time. Let me drop. I got to go to work. Let me drop out, but I'll definitely try to jump in on the next one, gents.
All right, brother. Peace out, brother.
All right, man. Salute, bro.
All right.
You know what's kind of crazy?
It's a very interesting subject, but go ahead, brother.
Yeah, you know what's kind of crazy though. But anytime I went to Europe, the Africans were treated bad.
Mm-hmm.
They were treated real bad over there. I was shocked.
I heard that in Italy too.
Oh man, they don't like them at all. But Black American, you fine.
But them Italian dudes love Black women though.
Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm. That's something that's very interesting about that.
Yeah.
They want the women, they don't want the dudes.
It's the truth that they just don't like black Africans, man. I don't know what it is. I think it's part of the religion thing because there's a lot of Muslim countries in Africa, but and there's a big dispute with Muslims in Europe. It's crazy. I was shocked when I first went there, but yeah, they just don't like black Muslims. I mean, black Africans, So
I know Nigeria has their own little mafia out there as well, though. They're out there in Italy, so that might be that might be a reason. Yeah, something like that. The Nigerian mafia is out there in Italy. They had a whole documentary about it, and they basically take Nigerian women and they have them like on the strips, selling themselves and stuff like that. So, that might be an indication of why they don't like certain Africans out there in Italy.
Yeah, no, I can see that. I mean, there's some people in the chat saying some pretty A1 stuff. Like Randall said, Africans sold us into slavery. That's something. That's something you can't necessarily not think about. It's the truth.
And that's why I always had this thing with Africa. I'm like, why would I want to go back to somewhere that sold us off? They got rid of us for a reason, right? So why try to go back?
Mm-hmm. And I just don't. And I think this is like reverse psychology. I think they want us to leave and go to Africa so they can take our spot in America. I think that's what they do. It's like reverse psychology. Y'all hate y'allselves. Y'all ain't going back to Africa. And as soon as you go, they take your spot.
No. Say it with your African voice.
You hate yourself. You do not want to go to Africa. Your motherland. You do not want to go to Africa.
Hey, shout out to my brother John King. He said, "I say one thing about Africans, though they are in every country." Yeah, I will say that they explore now. They get on up out of Africa.
Yeah,
they get on up out of Africa.
What's Africa's population as a country? It's about like China,
billion.
right?
It's like a billion strong, and they have a young population too. That's why they need to be very, very careful with what they got going on with these vaccines over there in Africa. If you ask me. Because they have a very young population. They got the youngest population on the planet right now, which means that more kids they can pretty much double. Because when you talk about young population, you're talking about childbearing basically, and African women still have 3 to 5 kids. So they better be very careful with that over there, man. But and the biggest issue I have is that how do you have all the resources, right? Africa is the only continent that can trade within itself and be perfectly fine without trading with any other continent, any other country. Africa can do it all on their own. And then the guy who tried to bring Africa together, Gaddafi, they just kind of sit out there on the platter. They didn't defend him, which is what they should have done. They should have defended him with everything. And now you let these European countries that are the size of Georgia, California, and Alabama dominate a whole entire continent, bro.
Bro,
come on, man.
They got like a service. It's like Amazon in Africa, and it's owned by some Germans. You know what I'm talking
about? I think some Belgians or something like
or something like that. Yeah,
man, I'm invested in that company actually. It's like the African Amazon.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but
I can tell you the exact name of it. Give me a second.
Let me stuck in there. Say it so I can invest.
Sheesh. I think it's called Julia.
That's it. Julia. That's it, Aaron. Julia. That's it. Yeah. I know it start with a J. Yeah, Julia. So
I'm sorry, Jumia.
Yeah. That's
Jumia Technologies. It's actually down right now. I don't know how, because they were up for a good little minute, man.
Yeah, that's the stock tick. Yeah, he knows. Diamond Life OG.
Yeah, it's traded on the New York State stock.
Yeah, it's on the NASDAQ.
Yeah, you can invest in Robinhood. It's only like $31 a share right now, man.
Yeah,
it was at I think, what was the yearly high? The yearly high was year to date. Where we at? Was $69. So you can get it at a nice little discount right now, $31.59.
I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, man, it's gonna it has a lot of potential. Jumia and Neo has a lot of potential, man. Like, they're supposed to be competing with basically Amazon, and Neo is supposed to be competing with Tesla. Right now, just the markets are all down. Even crypto is kind of shooting down just a tad bit, but it always does that over the weekend, though. So I'm not tripping. But yeah, man. Africa has a huge possibility. I just don't know why they don't. Like, Akon has said some very good, he made some good valid points on African Americans and on the $1 for Africa, the United States of Africa. But I don't think he has the backing of those
what do you say about
countries,
African Americans?
Well, his whole thing was he was saying that African Americans should go back to Africa basically because we're still look at it as 1/3 of a citizen in America, and they never changed the documents in the Constitution or something like that. He was saying on a Vlad TV interview. That's this opinion. Like I said, I want to visit Africa, man. This is not an anti-African stream, but I definitely want to visit there. But let's be honest and clear. Let's be factual because we men. Let's be logical here. Let's not be over emotional and be like, okay, when I get back to Africa, we good. All our problems are going to be solved. They're going to have this for us. They're going to have housing for us. They're going to have certain things like the immigrants did when they left Europe and came to America 150 years ago, and got our benefits. The benefits that are supposed to go to African Americans, they got it. So there's nothing for African Americans to go back to Africa, and something's waiting for us, like lots of land, acres of land for us. Stipends from the U.S. government. We don't have that. We got to get it how we live. So that because of that, we can pick whatever country we want to go to because nobody's giving us benefits anyway.
Right. No, that's facts, bro. I mean, I don't know what to say about it. I don't think this is an anti-African stream. I just don't like how they just try to shame us into like, oh, y'all ain't going to Africa. And I'm like, bro, come on.
Yeah, man. Everybody has a preference, We just don't want to go there.
Yeah, and my thing is, if it's so amazing, why are you telling us? keep it for yourself, right? If it's such a golden treasure secret, I mean, just keep it for yourself, dog. Like,
I'm sure there's groups out there that are like, oh, let's go to Africa. Black men travel to Africa. I'm sure there's out there. All right.
Think about that. Do you think like Lamborghini has to shame people into buying Lamborghini?
Not at all.
You see what I'm saying? Like, what's the like you said, Aaron? I definitely do want to see Africa, and if it turns out that's the best place to be, we'll end up there.
Mm-hmm.
Just by the nature, just by the universe will bring us there. But if it ain't, Colombia's still popping.
You're damn right.
Yeah, man. You'll be in certain parts of Colombia. You'll think like you in La Setenta and Jenny Laos. You would think you was in DC somewhere.
Yeah, DC, Atlanta,
Memphis. All that, man. It's a beautiful thing being able to blend in like most of the world. It really besides Asia, you have dark Asians too. In certain pockets of Asia. So it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, well, look at Corey. Oh yeah, you got it. The super chat.
Shout out to Corey Green with the super chat. He says, "If it's so amazing, why are they running to other countries so much?" That's
fleeing.
That's a good point.
Fleeing the mud. That's what I don't get.
Now hold on. Now let me give a special shout because I know a lot of Africans. I got gats in Ghana and South Africa that watch the show. We just clarifying the facts here, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, let people know that hey, you can travel the entire world. You're not limited to just Africa or Africa's countries, something like that. You can go to Asia, Europe, wherever you decide to go as a man, because the common bond, the glue, right, Citizen Lou, is still the internet technology.
Right,
so
exactly.
Wherever you're at in the world, you can chop it up with brothers and do resources. Because right now, Citizen Lou, we both in Colombia, but you could be, we were doing this when you was in America still.
Right.
Chopping it up. We had a brother that was just in Hawaii, so that's the beautiful thing about being on the internet.
And that's what I was saying, man. I don't think that we have to, like, that's what I was saying on the group post. Define build. Like, what is that? Like, build is the home is where the heart is, wherever you want to be. I think I can't see your name, brother. You said that earlier, right? What's your name, bro? I can't see his name.
Delano.
Delano, yeah, Delano. Like you said earlier, it's where you. What you said? What you say earlier was comfortable at. Where you comfortable, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Go where you like. Who cares what anybody? It's your life.
I don't.
It's your life.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah. Ain't nobody gonna change what I got going on.
Exactly.
Hey, you know what? And you said something. Go
Shout
ahead,
out
go
to
ahead.
Grego 712. Great. Now Grego, I don't think you met Grego Citizen Lou. He be out here all the time. I told him he need to go ahead and get an apartment out here. He's like anti-African for some reason. Hey, that's that little bit of Asian in Grego. Grego is like half Korean, so that's that anti-Asian.
You said the anti.
Shout out to my dude Grego, man. Shout out to
you know,
Grego, man.
you said something the other day on the stream, man. When you said Venezuelans identify with us, that is true.
Mhm.
For the most part, that is very true. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so you kind of got like an
Venezuelans
alliance.
are dope, bro. Like that's a
facts.
beautiful mixture of women right there, Venezuelan women, bro.
Man, I love them.
Yeah,
Venezuela.
they had a
My-
natural hair. I mean, they come in all complexions, and they're very laid back, man. They're not as fiery as Colombian women, right?
Yeah, I don't even. Yeah, I'm with you, bro. Venezuela, they stand out too. Venezuelan women stand. You notice a Venezuelan chick.
You can tell almost right away. I play this little game with them. I'll be like, you from Venezuela or you Paisa, and then the Paisas get mad if you confuse them with Venezuelan, and vice versa. They be like, no, I'm from Venezuela, so they're proud of where they come from.
Right.
But Venezuelans are dope, man. I can't wait till that country gets back on its feet because I can't wait to visit there.
Yeah.
Everybody say how beautiful Venezuela is.
See, that's another place. That's another place that would be a great. Once it gets back on its feet, that's a great place to do business because it's gonna be primed and ready. We need something to come in here. Sheesh.
They said you right, man. Venezuela. I mean, it's in a horrible situation, but it is beautiful in every way. Women, the culture, because there's so many different cultures, like all in one. Because the whole trade with the oil and stuff. They got people from all over the world in Venezuela. So they got like a healthy mixture of different races.
Yeah, man, that Hugo Chavez, man, he really tortured that joint. Like it went from the richest nation in Colombia, in South America, to the poorest.
Yeah, to like everybody from the age of
within 8 years or something. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty fast.
Yeah, people ages 18 to 35 dipped. Like they ain't got no young people there.
I do have a question. You know anybody that goes to Argentina?
Argentina.
Now let me tell you, but my bad, Aaron. What you say? I think I'm lagging.
No. I was just saying I know a lot of people that do go to Argentina from here, from Colombia. Go ahead, brother.
That's where the Nazis went after World War II.
Yeah.
And they totally recreated the genetic landscape of Argentina. So I don't know if they still have the that mindset that what I'm saying of that because their government is kind of messed up too. So I don't know.
Oh man, bro, if you watch some of these Argentina shows on Latin TV, Argentina's messed up, man. It's like you don't know that because the media kind of like hides it. But Argentina's dangerous, bro. It's just as dangerous as Ecuador or something like that.
Wow.
Right. Yeah, they fleeing there too. There's a lot of Argentinians in Mexico. When I was in Playa del Carmen, there was a lot of Argentinians there.
See, I had never known that. It's just been like I know a lot of like Nazis have been down there, and
I think it was like 5,000 Nazis went there afterward. I think, or maybe a bit more.
I know. I was watching. I was watching.
You saw how the Nazis moved as a unit though. And just
you're right.
They didn't go there worried about racism or anything like that. They just went out there like, okay, we deep. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna amalgamate the people. We know how Nazis get down, so they probably was raping and pillaging.
Right.
But nobody heard about it because it was in Argentina. And for all we know, the original Argentinians could have been melanated. They could have been red or brown or yellow or something like that. But like you say, they went there and amalgamated, did they little rape camps because we know how they get down. And it's a dysfunctional place as it is today, man.
Yep.
But they was able to move as a unit, 5,000 strong.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Somebody said they went to Uruguay, Paraguay, Venezuela. I believe it. I believe they definitely did.
You had some Confederates that went down to Brazil. You got certain cities in Brazil that got like Confederate flags. You
they have a Confederate celebration in Brazil. I do know that. It's weird, man, but
ridiculous, bro. Like, how you gonna take your racism with you? Bro, you would think that's how ingrained some of these Euro people are to take their race. They live, breathe, and eat racism out of jealousy, envy, and basically being scared of us.
Right.
But when that day of reckoning comes and that pendulum starts to swing back over, and it already is, it's going to be something to see. It's going to be something to see, brother.
As the words of a drunk yet wise man I met, you can't get the black out of you. Basically, whenever you can mix white or anything, but once you mix white with black or white with Asian, I always try to go back to its original form, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't take it out. There's always going to be somebody that's black. It's always ingrained in their DNA. So I mean, they know that. I feel like they know that deep inside. They're like, if we mix with them, they're just black. I mean, that's why more than half of Brazil is black.
Yeah, man, it's crazy looking at like a girl's family in South America.
Yeah,
it's like everybody. You be like, yo, that's your grandmama? Like, yeah. She be white as hell. She be like, yeah, that's my grandma.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but how? It's crazy out here. Like, it's just a big melting pot out here in South America.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
I do peep game. I don't know if you have peeped this citizen Lou, on like a lot of these mulattoes, these mixed chicks out here. How these, Afro Latinos be having, they make babies with these Latino guys, these white Latino guys, and the white Latino guy get the hell on. Mm-hmm. It's like you see a lot of that. You see a lot of tragic mulattoes in South America, man.
Yeah, you saying like the black chicks? They you're right.
They get like the whiter Latinos thinking that the white Latino is going to save them, but what happens is the white Latino goes and get him a white Latino woman, basically. When I say white, you know what I mean, light complected, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And they kind of use the Afro Latinos as mistresses or something like that, or it's something just to kind of play with, because they don't really. I ain't gonna say they don't bring them home to the family, because you see the family is like a very mixed little family here, but for the most part, it's a lot of tragic mulattoes out here in Colombia, man. You be like, hey, when last time you talked to your padre? And they were like, I don't know, because he has a whole nother family somewhere, across town. So
you sure right.
It goes down out here, bro. It goes down out here, man.
I was reading. I'm glad you just put that on the screen. Crypto. That's another thing too, man. See, crypto, COVID, a lot of things really changed the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess if you were to say build somewhere before, I would say we probably get some money together, go to Africa and have like a mining company, I guess, and start mining some. But now we can kind of move a little bit different. Because I think a brother in the comment was saying earlier, he was saying everybody's moving to Africa and stuff. And it's like, yeah, but that's true, but that's for different reasons. And I don't think that's I don't think that's something we can really get behind. You get what I'm saying? I don't think, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Shout out to Dollar Will in the building. He says, peace to the chat and the panel. Marty W says, yeah, they're not marrying the black Latinas. They are for recreational use only there.
Damn.
You might have a point to that. Now you will see some with some mixed Latinas or something like that, but the Afro Latinas that's like typically black, like the ones we have in the States, man. I hate to say it like this, but they easy pickings. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're American, like Latino, oh man, it's easy, bro. Easy. Very easy.
Easy, man. Yeah, you're right. But I feel like we got the shit. We can get anybody. Black guys from the US, get anybody down there. It's insane.
Yeah, man. If you got the language, and you know what I'm saying, you dress nice, man, you know what I'm saying, you carry yourself well, man, you can definitely get a chick. I was on that stream earlier. I was like, but
Ramil stream?
Yeah, Ramil stream. Big
Shout out to Ramil, man. Shout out to Ramil.
Big Troy, he funny sometimes, but like he be trying to make it seem like he want a slave chick from a foreign country. I'm like, bro, you don't necessarily have to do that, because they so cooperative. You don't have to think in that type of mindset. And as long as you speak the language, you in shape and everything, man, you gonna get a good girl.
Yeah.
Oh, a better stock than this USA stock. You know what I'm saying?
That's the key, though. What you just said, you got to know the language. If you even want to try to speak the language, you open up a big door.
Right.
Yeah, man.
And if you look good, I mean, they ain't even gonna care about the language. Man. For real. They'll work with you.
Yeah. I mean, that was the smartest thing I did. When I went to Brazil, I learned a little bit. And man, I'm telling you, I had access to women that I would have never had access to. They're like, oh, we're going to this party. Come with us. Invite me to the home. I'm like, dang, so and so cousin is this good too. I'm like, man.
Well, I call it the foreign shock factor. When you first get out here, like your first couple of trips, you start messing with women that's like you would deem like, oh, she's beautiful. Ain't no way she's gonna go for me, you know. And then you be like, damn. And then you do what you do with her. You be like, wow, this is why brothers are traveling the world, because it's straight dimes, smashing straight dimes that don't even know they dimes.
Oh yeah.
And then you think, okay, that's the most beautiful woman I slept with. 2 weeks later, that's the most beautiful woman I ever slept with. A month from now, that's the most beautiful woman I ever slept with. And it keeps going and going. Right, Citizen Lou?
Bro, facts. I'm gonna tell you something. You know.
Hey, the first 2 days since Lou was in Colombia, boy, I tell you, man.
Man, we had a blast. Man, and that's the other thing too, bro. Like, it's actually like you said, like kind of like a celebrity effect, because they only see us like as they see 50 Cent, they see those LeBron, Jordan. So when they think of Black Americans, what they think of, and then when you come down, it's all those fantasies, and it's a respect. They see you as
for real.
They see you as a savior, as a protector, as a provider. They respect you as your position as a man. And it just works out perfect. That's why it kills me when I hear cats talking about some y'all go another country. Like, yes, dummy. But if all the chicks are fine, why would I go, you know what I'm saying, to a restaurant where the customer service is bad, they ain't washing their hands, everybody got an attitude, or I can go a little bit further down the street to this better restaurant where it's clean, the food great, they smiling. They make sure my napkins and sauces in my bag. Yeah. Why would I go to that raggedy restaurant over there?
Exactly, man. They're mad because you're trying to better yourself.
Yeah, because you're supposed to, man.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You gotta go to Popeyes. You can go to Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
you got to, man.
You're stuck in churches. You gotta.
They are mad because you're bettering yourself. I'm telling you, man. Yo, when I went to this
stay at Waffle House.
That's my brother John, man. That's my brother John, man. John's wild, man.
No, you're right about the celebrity factor. I remember when I was in Curitiba, and my friend, the year prior, I was hanging out with, but she was like, Delano, just say, ayúdame, esto gringo, is like, help me. I'm a foreigner. So I was like, man, let me just try this cheesy line out. I went up to this one girl. I was like, yeah, ayúdame, esto gringo. She's like, oh, really? Next thing you know, 5 women out of nowhere just surround me. I'm like, what in the world is going on? They really curious about me like that? I'm just trying to buy a drink. I already knew what to do, though. I already spoke Portuguese, but nevertheless, that's proof. You're a celebrity down there, man, without even having to be a celebrity. Exactly. They want you.
Shout out to my brother Scott Street. He says American women feel entitled in most cases. Nobody got time for that. Yeah, that's very true. So let me ask you this, brother. Like, what are some of the major differences you see between women from the States and women in Colombia? Like a few, maybe 2 or 3 major differences.
Oh man, the interdependentness, the cooperative nature, the friendliness, the smiles, the energy, the attention to detail, the being in physical shape, cooking, cleaning.
The physical shape is on par.
Right. That's not. Yeah, exactly. They take that serious. The women here understand. I can't be no fat bitch. Like I can't be fat.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that
I remember I hooked up one of my guys, man, with I didn't see her friend. I just assumed her friend was pretty because she was pretty. And he was like, yo, Ferris, how you gonna hook me up with the only fat chick in Colombia? I was like, yeah, bro, you're right. I'm sorry, bro. Like I didn't know. Like she's like, bro, I've never seen a big girl in Colombia. I was like, yeah, she's rare. Like
that's rare,
sweet though. But
she probably got like an office job or something.
Well, some of the women gained a little weight because of the pandemic. They weren't able to work out like that. But for the most part, these women don't have no stomach, bro.
I'm gonna say this is a rule of thumb that I've realized. the more English she speaks, the fatter she'll probably be.
Oh man, and that's the motivation about learning Spanish because I don't want my girl to know no English. Y'all see what I do with my girl, bro?
Yeah,
I'll show her the worst movies about America possible, man. Boys the Hood, you know, all types of stuff. I don't show her nothing like Jason's Lyric, nothing like that. And if she pick a movie out, you know, it might be something like she really like because they love American culture, right? So it might be like, what's the one with Morris Chestnut? Is it My Best Friend's Wedding or the one they got married?
The Wood? No.
I know what you're talking. He's a basketball player. He's a football player. I know what you're talking about.
What's the name of that?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
God,
that's a Black
wedding, right?
That's a Black cinema classic. I can't believe I forgot that.
Man, what's that movie called?
What? Tay Diggs and Morris Chestnut.
The best.
Yeah, Chad. What's the name of that movie? You got Tay Diggs in it, Morris Chestnut,
the Best Man.
Terrence Howard is in
the
it.
Best
too.
Man.
Crap.
Yo, this girl been trying to watch The Best Man for the last 2-3 months, and I'd be like, nah, it's not in Spanish, even though it's in Spanish, because you know it's a fly movie about African culture. She'd be like, what's this movie? I want to see this movie. It looks good. Look at it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm like, well, baby, I don't know. It's not in Spanish, baby. You can't watch it. Boys the Hood, you know. you know, in America, let's keep it real. The cities, they're beautiful and everything, but it's still trash, man. It's still trash.
The quality of life.
Because they have this thing where I think a lot of African American women have been sold the fact that they are so much smarter and have so much more money than Black men, which is not the truth, bro. Mm-hmm. You know, because brothers be having money. One of the cats in the group, man, showed me $2.9 million in his account, and you would never know it. Just a laid back dude, you know.
Right, man. Cat's putting 20 bands on the screen. I'm like, Cat's really getting it out here.
Yeah,
brothers are getting it, and I think that because they are a little more independent, they get a little 9-to-5, they get a Lexus, they get a house. They think they have made it. I'm like, but they got $10 in their bank account. My ex-girlfriend from Atlanta, nice house, gets a luxury car every 4 or 5 years. She leases them. And then she'd be like, hey, can I borrow $50? Which means can I have $50? Because they're never going to pay you back. And I'd be like, yo, I got more money in my account than you do. And I drive a 15-year-old car.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's about surface level. It's all on the surface. You have to, they feel like you have to show that they got money. Now, don't get me wrong, some sisters do got money, and this is not indicative of all Black women in America. But for the most part, we all know, if you look at the stats, you know, most Black men, a lot of Black men have trades, they have jobs that actually needed to support the infrastructure, you know, so they're going to get paid more money. They want to have like equality wages. Well, you have to work these dangerous jobs that men work, like Kevin Samuel said. You have to do some dangerous work if you want to make some real money. So you're never going to get paid the same amount that men get paid because we do jobs that are actually required for infrastructure. We're not going to sit in front of a desk all day and make phone calls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, majority of jobs Black women have are like makeshift government made up jobs. Yep. They don't really contribute to the profit of the company or like any type of bottom line.
No, man, it's like they control the H&R sector, bro.
Right. Exactly, bro. Just totally, you know, nebulous expense that has nothing really to do. They just there. You know what I'm saying? Like if a recession hit, they gone. Mm-hmm. So that's
and it's going to hit very soon. It's going to hit very soon.
Man, it's going to hit hard.
You know that remind me of, man. What's up with your guy Boyce Watkins, Citizen Lou? It's like he got married.
That's your boy. That's your boy.
You know, like he been making the most random Derek Jackson type of posts. This is like like he one of them dudes that he got his little red bone, he got his little bag. You know, he's just like he just turned his back on the brothers. Like I got me, F y'all. Matter of fact, brothers, y'all ain't nothing. Y'all should simp like me or something. You be like, damn, Boyce, like your foundation was originally Black men, bro.
He switched. They all do that, man. That's why
they all do that, bro. They all do that. They use us for their foundation, and then they switch it up. Matter of fact, that's not a bad idea, man. I'm gonna call my stuff Blackmentravels from now on.
And that one dude said that Black woman travel.
Switch it up on y'all.
Switch it up.
Y'all Black men bad. Y'all Black men traveling the world. Y'all shouldn't be doing that. You know, start shaming y'all. And I have 100,000 subscribers by tomorrow.
Yeah, you blow up, boy. Get you some mama's cooking. You'll be
I'll be blowing up. I just diss Black men all day. I'll be on ESPN tomorrow, man. I'll be on Vlad TV. You know, all I do is just cake. Start sipping.
Just tell yo, and they just start saying, "Oh, y'all black men, y'all all that." Oh, I can't stand them cats.
Oh yeah, man. That's crazy, man. Jordan Will said we're gonna trade boys in the draft, man. Like that's
for
crazy,
who?
Bro.
For who?
Oh damn. Who can we trade Boyce Watkins for?
Yeah, we're gonna have to make some. We gotta throw some more people in there. We can't just give them one on. We gotta throw like maybe two more people in there.
Yeah. We need Boyce and somebody else, man. Who else?
We need him.
Stephen A. Smith. Does he get
Stephen A?
Okay,
yeah, boy, Stephen A. And we probably get something for Derrick Jackson. We probably get about an Asian.
Yeah. You throw Derrick Jackson is in there. Yeah, man. Who we bringing on this side though? Who we trading for is the question though.
No, man. I want.
I'm taking Tom Brady because the man he locked down the Brazilian.
We gotta give up Jordan.
He doing somebody.
we gotta give up Jordan to get Tom Brady. That price too high.
Yeah, but Jordan doing the same thing we're doing too.
Hey man, that was one of like the fun. If brothers don't, maybe we're talking about the Dave Chappelle skit. They did the racial draft.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods.
Yeah. Somebody said draft Kwame Brown. Was he not on the I thought he was. What you mean? One JP. Anyway, he tripping.
He said trade him off. John's a fool. Man, he said trade him off for Jackie Chan.
I'll do that. Yeah, look at Jackie. I'll rock with Jackie Chan or Donnie Yen. You know the dude who play Hitman.
Yeah.
Y'all take Donnie Yen. Yeah, get him up out of there. But Donnie Yen, I think he's Vietnamese, ain't he? I think he's.
But the delegation chooses. Yeah, man. Boyce got to go though, man. Boyce, like I said, as soon as he got married, man, but really before this little, I guess, college sweetheart that had 2 babies on him while she was in his prime, in her prime.
So he got trapped.
Yeah, she was getting piped down by
her prime. She did the alpha male beta male switch. Got pregnant by the alpha male, and then she got the beta male to take care of her in her older years.
Yep,
that's what goes on in the black community, and Boyce can't see that because he's under the love drug.
Yeah,
he's under the queen drug, unfortunately.
Because she curved him. Like it ain't like they just met. You know what I'm saying? Like they actually was together. I mean, well, they was like he was in the friend zone.
Yeah, he's in the friend zone
in college, and then she was getting piped down by the whole football team while he was like doing her homework or something. You know what I'm saying? That's a simp's tale right there.
God.
And now all of a sudden she just feeling him now. Come on, boys, he finna go out sad.
Like it's sad because he don't even know though. Like he don't even know, bro.
Like that comment.
I mean, it don't help because you can tell a homie that, hey, yo, she ain't right for you. It ain't gonna matter. It ain't gonna matter. Bro. So
yeah, it ain't gonna matter.
That's crazy, bro. Like he's valuable in a way that he knows about finances and resources. I'm not gonna take away the fact that he's an intelligent brother. He does want to be independent of the dominant society. I got him respect for that. It's just when it comes to them women, he gonna do what he do. He gonna sell. That's what he's a beta sell. That's what he do, bro.
He the only person I know that's pro-black yet still talks shit about black guys. So he can go.
Yeah,
he can go.
That's very true, man.
Yeah, I'm sure. Boys can go, man.
Like, we took all the blame, man. Dr. Umar used to have, when he first came out, he had a lot of valid points, man, about a society, about a community. He was breaking it down really well. But then when it came to them women, bro, he just tried to blame black men for all the faults. Like, they have done no wrong. Like, it's all our fault that we in this situation. I'm like, dude, we just got here 20, 30 years ago. This has been going on for 200, 300 years. So.
Is that ain't me, is it? Who is that with the...
No, it's not me.
Aaron.
You had the ambulance?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's outside, man.
You might be doing that, too.
Yeah, man. One said Moist Watkins and Uber Simp Johnson. Oh man. Oh, hold on, though.
Millionaire stepdaddy.
Observer, bro. You see what he just said? The voice is a millionaire stepdaddy.
Hey man,
Yo,
look.
you know what's the funniest picture? I saw some of the pictures from the because he posted it on Facebook. Like her son is like 6'5" or something. He's standing next to boys.
I told you,
Like,
she was getting
stepdaddy, bro. Like he gonna pimp slap your ass one day. Crazy.
Bro, I told you, bro. She was getting beat down by the football and basketball team.
Yeah, her alpha male baby daddy is definitely was like on a sports team because her son is pretty big, man. He dwarfed it over boys.
That's
and hey, that's your thing, man. You know, as a man, hey, go that route. He's like, man, I'm happy to be a stepdaddy. Like,
you know,
okay,
hey, I had this joke one time. I tell people about the stepdaddy thing. It's like, you know, if I could beat your dad. If I could beat your dad, or I could beat that kid up. That's how I do it. If I could beat the baby daddy up, I ain't worried about it. But boys definitely ain't seeing him if he's 6'5".
Yeah, he's a big dude, man. The pictures was like, and it was funny, right? Because somebody had made a meme. They had circled Bush's wife looking at Willie D. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, pictures tell 1,000 words, and like they all in the picture grouped up, and she kind of got like that smirk toward Willie D a little bit, and we just like, oh man.
I seen that. She already showing this. He taking he going out sad.
Yeah,
man. It's his choice.
It's his choice, man. It's his choice. You know, he's basically an ATM machine, bro.
Mm-hmm.
ATM machine.
Yeah. He knew what he was getting himself into. He's an older man, you know.
Man,
He's seen it happen to several people in the past, so whatever.
These new recent marriages that's going on in the States, bro, these people are married for like 1 year. One of my homegirls is married for 1 year, bro. You know, another chick I used to date back in the day, I was, you know, a little ex-girlfriend of mine. She's been married 2 years. She's trying to come out here, you know, on a girl's trip. She ain't been married 3 years yet. So this whole
already looking to get that back blown out.
Girl trip right away. It ain't even been 5 years or 10 years, you know. Like maybe at some point in the marriage, that's cool, you know, to separate for a while or whatever. You know, 20 years, you don't raise your kids, but it's not getting to that. Maybe you built a business together, and you know what I'm saying? Like, but no, not in our community. They just really just using you to level up for the most part. Not all, but the majority. They're using you to level up, bro. They like to marry up, level up. Then all the laws are in their favor.
Yeah, so like alimony.
Yeah, they will get alimony, car, everything, and then they bury you in their mind. You know, even though they're using you for child support, alimony, and all that good stuff, and taking your house, they still smarter than you.
Yeah.
Exactly. Go ahead.
Nah, I was saying, and then when you oppose that and say, oh, that's not right. They'll be like, oh, you so insecure, all this blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no, I don't want to be disrespected like that, you know?
Man, yeah, I'm with you. I can't remember what video I was
really, come on, Isaiah. You don't want the day, but look what he put.
If you saw that photo,
Willie D.
If you saw that photo, she sure was looking.
I mean, it's 1,000 words, but I mean, you know, a picture says 1,000 words. It was just that little glance, like, you know, she's looking up to him and she's looking down to her husband, so you kind of know what it is a little bit there.
But peep too, Aaron, she was distant from him and closer to Willie D. You know what I'm saying? She was at arm's length to Boyce Watkins, but all up under. And it's like, damn, bro, he taking so many L's, bro. this is so sad, bro.
And he got the biggest Kool-Aid smile on his face too.
Yeah, he looks so happy. Oh god, that goofy simp smile,
bro. Yeah, he blinded by the love thing. Like,
nah, he blinded by lust.
Love.
She don't even look that crazy. Let me chill.
Hey man,
I'm gonna chill out.
I've never seen her. I'm about to look her up right now.
Marriage is a business, man. At the end of the day, marriage is a business, bro. And she made a business move. She got with a guy that was, you can tell, this is the main thing with that situation. And you have to make this decision as a man. You can tell that he's more in love with her than she's in love with him. Automatically, right off the way. Right. So whoever loves the less is going to be the dominant person in that relationship. Hands down.
And she definitely the one.
And then she get all the benefits from the government, all the laws, everything. And I'm pretty sure the boys didn't sign no prenup. So
Yeah,
got everything.
He blinded by. He probably threw the paper at her, bro. Signing everything. He ain't want no prenup.
He a millionaire? He a multi-millionaire, right?
I don't know, but he do got a lot of books and courses. I mean, he been in the game for a little minute, so maybe so. I don't know. I don't know his pockets like that.
All right.
Somebody tried to introduce me to his brother out here. His brother actually lives in Colombia, bro.
I remember that video. I remember watching. It was a while ago. I saw him do an interview with like his wife.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he out here.
Yeah, I think he lives in Provincia actually. He might be watching the video now. We're gonna have beef now.
Yeah, I just seen a picture of his wife now.
But yeah, well, bros, I'm gonna go ahead and end the show, man. Any last thoughts? Starting with you, Delano Music.
Yeah, boys could have done better, man. I'll just be honest here. I just saw the picture. Right? My last thoughts though, don't let anybody's opinion of what you do decide what you do, man. I mean, it's your life. I can't tell you where you're gonna live. Do your own thing. Do your own thing.
Brother, if you want to live in Iceland, more power to you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you found happiness in Iceland, whatever. Yeah. Sheesh, man.
I think one of the outlaws from the remember Tupac back in the day, he had a group called the Outlaws. One of his guys lived in Saudi Arabia or something. Never worked for you, brother.
Yo, it's money out there too. Yeah, that's all I gotta say though. But thank you.
All right, appreciate you coming on, bro.
Yeah, right, man. Salute, bro.
All right, salute.
Yeah, I think we had it was a good stream, bro, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
My last thoughts, man. Just like I said, brothers, I think the main thing here is that getting out of America, that's more important than anything. Where you go is up to you. And just, wherever you go, man, let us know. And then we definitely got to set up some shops. And I wanted to talk about the app. The app is coming, man. Y'all just got to be patient. You know what I'm saying? This is not, this is not like just throwing some stuff together. We really building a platform. We really want the brothers, that way we can't be taken down by any means. So it's coming. Just, be patient. Everything. Rome wasn't built in a day, because when we do have the app, trust me, it's gonna be dope. So and it's gonna help us all out, and it's gonna help this whole Black man travel journey even better.
Even better, brothers. Even better. And I can't wait till we be able to speak off of the grid, basically, with one another.
Right.
We can really get lit up in there on our app. We can show pictures. We can really show how we living. It's going to be a very good, powerful thing, man, that we're going to have. It's going to be like a tool in your arsenal with that mobile app. And once again, brothers, we got the office. It'll be open mid-June, late July, because we're doing some little modifications to the office. So, man, that's going to be a place that we can kind of congregate, have our meetings. I know a lot of guys come out here, they want to meet. And right now we're meeting at little lounges, and that's cool. But it's not like having that professional environment so you can really handle your business, then go out and have some drinks and look at the ladies, And, we have our business meetings. It's cool looking at all the beautiful women walking by and forth. But this is a good look having an office, man. That lets you really know that we're really about serious business. And this is just the first of many. We're going to have offices all over the world, man, as our little bases, right, Lou? Kind of like a military base almost, as our little base, man.
Right, exactly.
Stable point. The brothers can kind of and another good thing about the office is space is big. And one of the big issues that people have when they come into Colombia is your hotel, your Airbnb ain't ready, and you out there looking like an asshole because you got all your luggage with you. You ain't got nowhere to go.
I did that in Brazil. I was looking like a complete fool.
Idiot, right? You're like, damn, you just sitting outside your Airbnb. So that's the place you'll be able to come by, put your stuff up for a minute. You can go out and eat. You can chop it up. You can buy some t-shirts. You can buy some merch. And then we're going to have our shows on there as well, man. So appreciate you coming on, Citizen Lou. We're going to link up a little later on, man.
All right, big dog. All right, man. You take it easy, bro.
Appreciate that, bro. Good looking. Shout out to Joshua Roy with the $5 super chat. He says he went to the passport office 2 weeks ago. It's going to be here soon. Thank you, BMT. Shout out to Joshua Roy, man. So yeah, I'm gonna give you guys one more quick look because I know the last time I did it, maybe you didn't see. Hold on, let me put it up here real quick. Where's the screen at? There we go. All right, fellas. Let me. It's not gonna have any audio, man, but you can check out the office. Shout out to my brother Jamal. Representing. Shout out to my brother Eduardo. All right, this is the next clip. Hold on. No, that's not the next clip. I don't know why Facebook is so janky. Give me a second, fellas. Here we go. I can't wait to get off Facebook platform. Hold on. I thought we just took out this. You know what? Well, hold on. Let's save. Let me go here, fellas. Facebook's so damn janky. Doing that. I have to find the post again. Well, fellas, hopefully you saw a little bit of it, man. That's the offices that we have. Shout out to my brother, the Observer, Melanin, once again with $10 super chat. Appreciate that, brother. Oh, yeah. So what's the ticker symbol of the African stock? Is J? Hold on, brother. Let me matter of fact, let me put it in the chat for you. I think it's Jumia, but let me see let me check it out real quick. JMIA. JMIA. It's a sticker symbol for the stock. Shout out to my brother Marty W. Says very professional. Look, man, don't forget those white boys for writing down ideas and strategies. For sure, brother. So yeah, fellas, appreciate you joining the show. Hope you guys got some good information from it. Once again, man, join the private Blackmentravels 2.0 Facebook group. And also, if you're on Instagram, man, join our Instagram at Blackmentravels. Peace.